OnePlus looks like it's hit another one out of the park with this year's OnePlus 13. The enthusiast brand's latest flagship launched in China in late October, and this week, the company officially announced that it'll be landing in North America on January 7th, 2025. As one of the first mainstream phones to be powered by Qualcomm's bleeding-edge Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, it should bring significant improvements in the OnePlus 13's performance, battery life, and photographic prowess compared to its predecessor. This also puts the OnePlus 13 first in line to challenge Apple's 2024 flagship. This year, the iPhone 16 Pro has raised the bar with Apple's A18 Pro chip that powers new Apple Intelligence features and turns this smartphone into a gaming powerhouse. There's also a clever new camera control and studio-quality cinematography feature. Does Qualcomm's latest silicone give the OnePlus 13 enough of an edge? And has the smartphone maker put it to good use? Let's dig in and find out how these two measure up to each other. Although the OnePlus 13 preserves the iconic design language of its predecessors, this year's entry modernizes things to match an aesthetic that's now become the norm among flagship smartphone makers: flat sides. That's a departure from the rounded curves of the OnePlus 12 and prior models, but this new phone is still unmistakably a OnePlus device. It preserves the elegant circular camera bump that's become a hallmark of the lineup since its introduction on the OnePlus 11, but also refines it in some interesting ways. For one, camera ring now stands alone. Gone are the horizontal tangents connecting it to the phone's sides, and the outer ring is considerably more subtle than before. The LED flash has been moved inside the camera bump, and the Hasselblad logo, which went from a full word mark to a stylized H on last year's model, has been moved out to the edge above a horizontal line that bisects the camera array. The OnePlus 12 was already a slick-looking smartphone, but the changes in the OnePlus 13 add a new level of class to the design, making two big changes to its colors this year, departing from last year's flowy emerald and years of green shades in favor of a new blue finish. That was released in China as Blue Moments, but it'll be dubbed Midnight Ocean for the North American release. That's joined by Black Eclipse as the more typical neutral shade known as Obsidian Secret Realm in China. However, we're getting the company's third color here this year with the ordinarily China exclusive White Dew Morning Dawn coming to the US as Arctic Dawn. However, there's more to these than merely colors. Only Black Eclipse will sport the traditional OnePlus finish. Midnight Ocean will be coated in a microfiber vegan leather finish, a first for OnePlus, while the Arctic Dawn will use a special coating on the glass to give it a silky smooth finish. We'll have to wait and see what that last one means for grip and smudge resistance, but it sure sounds nice. Compared to what OnePlus has done this year, the iPhone 16 Pro seems considerably more pedestrian. That's not to say it doesn't have a great design, but little has changed on the iPhone front in the past few years. Apple led the way in the move to flat edges with the iPhone 12, and this seems to be the year where everyone else is catching up to that design. Apple switched from stainless steel to titanium for the iPhone 15 Pro lineup in 2023, which reduced the weight and smoothed the sides a bit, but it hasn't made the same kind of bold design choices the OnePlus has. For OnePlus, its IP68 rating means it can hold in up to 1.5 meters of water for up to 30 minutes, so it's not rated to go as deep as the iPhone 16 Pro. However, the additional IP69 rating gives it more protection in another area, certifying the OnePlus 13 to handle high pressure and high temperature water jets. This means you could power wash your phone if you wanted to, although please don't. Over the past few years, top-of-the-line flagships have proven how much we've reached the point of diminishing returns in performance, and the OnePlus 13 and iPhone 16 Pro proved that even more this year. The OnePlus 13 is one of the first mainstream phones on the market to be powered by Qualcomm's new Snapdragon 8 Elite mobile platform. Apple develops its own chips. This year, it's the latest A18 Pro inside the iPhone 16 Pro. For non-gamers, the more significant advantage to this year's chips comes not from raw performance, but from power efficiency. The new 3nm manufacturing process used by both Qualcomm and Apple should translate to longer runtimes between charges. We'll have to wait and see what this means for the OnePlus 13, but the iPhone 16 Pro disappointed us by barely getting through a day of use. Thanks to its partnership with Hasselblad, OnePlus has delivered impressive cameras on its flagship phones over the past few years. If anything, this year's model should see some improvements in the image pipeline thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Elite and its AI-powered image signal processor. We'll have to wait and see what kind of photos the OnePlus 13 produces, but between the hardware and Hasselblad's color tuning algorithms, we're very optimistic.